Welcome to this InvisiBite webinar. Oh no, not another big idea. My name's Andy Toy, and I'm going to spend the next 25 minutes talking about the InvisiNet Practice Support Program and what it will mean for your practice. Why have I called this webinar, Oh no, not another big idea? Well, in my experience, when I came back from a course, the reaction of my team would be something like this. When dentists come back from a course, they're generally full of enthusiasm about how good the practice will become. They've probably bought a load of new equipment or materials, and the team are asked to add another long list of jobs to their already bursting agenda. Then over the next few weeks, you find the enthusiasm dwindles as the challenges of everyday practice get in the way. The new stuff sits at the back of the cupboard and is rarely seen again. Over the years in my own practice, I know the team learned to dive for cover when I returned from a course, and then waited until the fuss died down. Well, the InvisiNet program is another big idea, but this one is different. The InvisiNet program is not just a flash in the pan. The purpose of the InvisiNet program is to help you deliver more Invisalign cases to a high standard of clinical and customer service. We'll be working closely with you for the next 2 years to build a really successful Invisalign practice, one that you will feel proud to be part of as you help patients enjoy the benefits of the world's most advanced aligner system. There are 3 parts to this webinar. Firstly, I'll introduce you to the InvisiNet team and the main components of the InvisiNet program. Then I'll give you an update on the Invisalign system. Finally, we'll talk about your next steps so that you can start on your own path to Invisalign success. I'll just take a couple of minutes to introduce the team. There's myself, Andy Toy. I have over 30 years of orthodontic experience, and I'm a platinum Invisalign doctor with over 350 patient treatment starts. I also lecture for Invisalign in the UK and Ireland. Before joining InvisiNet, Jane Walker was Invisalign's most experienced territory manager, working with them for over 9 years. Prior to that, she was a dental nurse and practice manager for a large orthodontic practice. Gary Morgan of Milestone Experts has worked with a large number of dental businesses to help them make the most of their telephone inquiries. And we have identified this aspect of your practice as crucial to the success of your Invisalign business. The Invisalign business is actually based in the far north of Scotland in a town called Thurso. We have a large team of 30 people up there, but you will probably be dealing with Alison, Roy or Stuart. This office is also home to our sister companies, Susan Working Practices, the Dental Plan and the Dental Business Academy. We mustn't forget the support of the Invisalign company either. Your territory manager is very keen to help you achieve success through this program, so don't forget to keep in touch with them. So what did your colleagues get up to at the boot camp? Well, actually, there weren't any boots involved. Your colleagues made the first steps of a 24-month journey. They learned how to plan, assess the strengths and weaknesses of your practice, build systems to improve it, and develop action plans to make it all happen. They worked very hard and are now really keen to get you involved with this quest to build a first-class Invisalign service for your community. These are the main parts of the InvisiNet program. There's clinical support, team support, the InvisiNet portal, and finally, clinical governance. In clinical support, we'll be helping your clinical team members with assistance with selecting, assessing and treatment planning cases, help with troubleshooting problems, and advice on finishing and retention. By the end of the program, they will be very confident in their ability to provide a result that the patient will be delighted with. Team support is about helping you with your marketing and customer service skills. You'll also receive significant discounts on our Dental Business Academy courses, such as 30% off our new Treatment Coordinator course, saving you hundreds of pounds. The InvisiNet portal is in an advanced state of development. This will be a very powerful tool for all members of the team to help you provide really excellent results in terms of clinical care and customer service. Finally, there's our clinical governance service. We'll be providing measurement and feedback on how well you're doing. You'll find this a real support in your efforts to improve your Invisalign service. We know it's not easy, and we'll be providing you with advice and help every step of the way. Okay, so that's an overview of the InvisiNet program. But why are we so excited about Invisalign anyway? Let's just take a brief look at the Invisalign system itself. Invisalign has been around since 1998 and has treated over 2.4 million patients in that time. This is the world's biggest orthodontic company. They make over 40,000 aligners every day in their plant in Mexico. And I'm now going to show you a short video of how they make those aligners.
Hi, I'm Mike McMahon, General Manager of Align Technologies manufacturing operation located in Juarez, Mexico. In 1998, Align Technology introduced the Invisalign product to the market. Since then, Align has continued to improve the fabrication process and has assembled one of the world's most state-of-the-art manufacturing operations. As a result of this innovation, our customers can feel confident that every aligner we make is made to their exact specifications. We strive for excellence and perfection across every part of our process. There are over 400 world-class manufacturing operations located in the Juarez area, including Johnson & Johnson, GE Medical, Delphi, and Honeywell, to name a few. The average size of these facilities is over 1,000 employees in each of these operations. Juarez is host to one of the world's largest concentrations of manufacturers, which allows Align Technology to benefit from the industry infrastructure and engineering talent, operational talent, and maintenance engineering. In our facility, we have operations that are highly automated and technologically advanced. Tens of millions of dollars have been invested in capital assets to make sure that we're staying on top of the manufacturing capacity to support the operations. We can produce an entire treatment plan in days, and in some cases, hours. The modular design of our operations allows us to expand and then support any demands that are placed upon us. The aligner fabrication process begins when you take an impression in your office. That impression is really the foundation of everything that we do. The impression is scanned and digitized and sent electronically to Align's treat operations facilities in Costa Rica, where the virtual treatment plan is created. The moment you accept the ClinCheck, we start fabricating your aligners by building a model of each and every one of the stages in your ClinCheck and treatment plan. All of these molds are then placed on an automated assembly line. What is critical and truly innovative about our process is that we must know at all times where each individual mold and aligner are in the process. To do that, we imprint a unique data label on each mold and assign each mold to a location on a radio frequency emitting tray, or RFID tray. Because of this, we can move aligners efficiently through the various stages of manufacturing and know that we can pull each aligner in a case back together and place them in the right sequence. The models will now go automatically down the conveyor system to various manufacturing processes. Another tray comes in, reloads, and the process continues. As it moves on the conveyor, it goes through a number of different steps, such as the forming and marking operations, where we actually thermoform the polymer over the aligner mold. The newly formed aligners are then released to the trimming function, which relies upon virtual data that you approved in your ClinCheck to trim the gingiva line. In real time, the machines automatically pull up that approved treatment data so that we can cut each aligner to your specifications. Once we've completed the process, we have to get the aligners for that given patient all back together. Thanks to the RFID tray, our computer systems are able to recognize where each aligner is, where it still has to go.
So there you go. Now there are a lot of different aligner systems available on the market, but none of them have the power and sophistication of Invisalign. Invisalign is the only one in which you can feel very confident that you are going to get a great result. The company believes in constantly improving their product and spend more on their research and development than all of the other orthodontic companies combined. And the Invisalign system of today is completely different to the one that I started using in 2006. I'm just going to play you a short video of the latest improvements.
Invisalign G4, the next generation of SmartForce clinical features engineered to deliver even better clinical results. SmartForce clinical features are developed using advanced modeling software and state-of-the-art force measurement technology in order to deliver the force systems needed for more predictable tooth movements. With Invisalign G4, new optimized root control attachments provide greater mesial distal root tip control. Forces applied to the active surface of the two buccal attachments create a moment that is favorable for root movement. This feature is available for upper and lower canines and upper central incisors and is applicable for space closure, mesial distal root uprighting, and treatment of diastema. Invisalign G4 introduces new optimized multi-plane movement features designed to improve control of upper laterals requiring extrusion along with rotation and/or crown tip. The active surface of the optimized attachment is oriented to deliver extrusive forces while simultaneously rotating and/or tipping the lateral. A pressure point on the lingual aspect of the aligner is positioned to apply a second force for control of the multiplane movement. Customized to the patient's tooth anatomy and the required tooth movement, optimized multiplane movement features are applicable to a wide range of lateral movements. Invisalign G4 includes a new multi-tooth approach for open bite treatment, designed to improve clinical outcomes when treating anterior open bites. With Invisalign G4, optimized extrusion attachments extrude the four upper incisors as a unit, leveraging the posterior teeth as anchorage. Because the laterals and the central incisors require different activations for predictable extrusion, aligner activation for the four incisors is now individually adjusted to deliver sufficient extrusive force on each tooth to accomplish the movement. Invisalign G4 represents the next step in the continuous evolution of Invisalign, helping to deliver the outcomes you and your patients expect.
Invisalign can now be used to treat a wide variety of orthodontic problems, and in some cases it's actually the best method of treatment. Let's have a look at some of those situations. Mild to moderate crowding. Invisalign could treat all of those children who do not fall within the strict NHS IOTN limits and the vast majority of adults with crowded teeth. And in the years to come, the number of people with crowded teeth is only going to increase. My youngest patient with Invisalign is 12 and my oldest is 72. This is a growing market. People buy goods and services when they have trust in the people they're buying from, especially in dentistry and especially when the treatment has a high cost. Invisalign's advanced treatment planning software, called ClinCheck, allows me to do very detailed treatment planning that helps me control the orthodontic process. I often try out several different treatment options before I present them to the patient. The ClinCheck makes it very easy to demonstrate to the patient how I think the case will proceed and where the challenges are. This builds confidence in me and the team and helps to manage the patient's expectations, boosting that all-important consent process. Remember, a patient will be delighted if we under-promise and over-deliver. The ClinCheck software is a key communication tool for building trust with the patient. Invisalign is obviously great for those patients who love to socialize. Most people can hardly see you wearing the aligners, even with attachments on the front teeth. And you can eat and drink what you like. This is obviously not the case with fixed appliances. The shy patient also loves Invisalign because they can discreetly obtain that great smile that will boost their confidence. The social and shy patients include teenagers, of course. There's a special version of Invisalign to help patients in late mixed dentition, so that you can allow for eruption of second premolars and permanent canines. This is great for those patients who fall outside of IOTN 405. The ClinCheck software also allows your dentist to plan a treatment that often avoids the extraction of adult teeth, allowing the parents to choose a gentler way of giving their child a lovely smile. Because there's so little to go wrong with Invisalign, this system is probably the best way to treat a very busy patient who struggles to come in for lots of appointments. With fixed appliances, you often get loose brackets and broken wires. The visits generally take longer too, and unplanned visits are rarely needed with Invisalign. Fixed appliances would not be suitable for those older patients who have lost supporting bone and/or some of their back teeth. However, in many cases, these patients could enjoy all of the health and social benefits of straight teeth by using the Invisalign system. The same goes for patients with a high caries risk. Invisalign is the treatment of choice because they can keep their mouth perfectly clean and even use the trays to apply fluoride gel at night. The patient looking for a cosmetic makeover is an obvious candidate for Invisalign. Some simple tooth straightening can reduce or even eliminate the need for veneers, saving them tooth tissue and a load of problems in the future. These patients often want you to provide tooth whitening and cosmetic fillings at the end of their treatment too. And those patients having more advanced care can often benefit from tooth straightening to make implant placement or bridge preparation easier. The ClinCheck software is a great communication tool to plan the case with a specialist, helping you provide a very high level of clinical care. So that's a brief overview of how Invisalign is often the ideal way to treat a wide range of patients. There are hundreds of new and existing patients in your area right now who would benefit from Invisalign treatment. They're only going to be able to choose it if you and your colleagues become really skilled at three things: bringing them in for a consultation, assessing them to see if Invisalign is appropriate, and helping them make the right decision. One of the major barriers to any dentistry is the patient's concern about how to pay for it, and Invisalign is no exception. The research shows that 40% of Invisalign is purchased with some form of finance, and we know that successful Invisalign practices are well organised when it comes to offering interest-free and low easy payment options. I would encourage you to get a really good finance system in place so that your patients can make that lifetime investment in an attractive and healthy smile. Okay, the last part of this webinar is going to look at what you need to do to start your journey on this 2-year quest to grow your Invisalign practice. Your colleagues have started to create a really detailed action plan for the next 6 months. The action plan includes changes to your clinical, internal marketing and customer service systems. The action plan will involve many of you acquiring new skills and knowledge or improving some of those you already have. Now, this will obviously mean some hard work and effort on your part. However, over time, your new skills and knowledge will also help to reduce much of the stress and frustration of your daily job as you become the Invisalign experts in your community. And we sincerely hope that you and your team will be able to celebrate great success on this 2-year quest with InvisiNet. That's the end of this InvisiBite webinar. Oh no, not another big idea. I hope you found it useful. Please spend some time with your colleagues working out how you will put your InvisiNet plan into action. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Goodbye.